Welcome to another edition of Thunder and Lightning. I am your host, Dan, and of course, next to me is the lovely and talented Nikki. Nick, what's up? Happy Monday. What's up? Sorry about your Villanova Wildcats for not making the tournament.
I know. The Kyle Neptune experiment needs to just be over at this point.
One more year.
Needs to be over.
Unfortunately, my Johnnies did not make the tournament as well. A little bit more of an argument from me than you, but it is what it is. I'm not the biggest Johnnies fan. But I do have to say congratulations to this St. Peter's Peacocks. If you're living under a rock, my cousin is an assistant athletic director there. So I am very proud of my cousin Rich. He knows that. He's like a little brother to me. So I'm very proud of him. So 2 out of 3 years since he's been at St. Peter's, they've been at the tournament. So it's really cool seeing his Instagram posts, having the net around his neck. Hopefully they give him hell against Tennessee later this week. But hell of a job by them for winning their second tournament in 3 years. So
good for them. Yeah. Congrats to the cousin.
Right.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal because, some teams aren't in, so.
Right. So we got to represent Jersey, of course, some way, somehow, and of course, New York.
I guess.
So, Giants land, there isn't really much to really talk about. There were smaller roster moves, and, I guess the biggest one, which wasn't really a big shock, Isaiah Hodgins is no longer going to be on the team. There was a couple quarterback movements where a lot of people were shocked that we didn't make particular moves. I feel we should start with that, and then, of course, we will get into our food takes, St. Patrick's Day edition as well. So let's take it away. So Justin Fields got traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers for what it is.
As a bag of chips.
For a bag of chips. It is a 6th-round pick, and if he plays more than half of the snaps, it can be moved to a 4th.
Right? Yeah, 4.
Yeah. So a lot of people in Giant Land, of course, isn't taking this news lightly. The way I felt, I know we both were mentioned, hey, it's worth a shot, especially considering where the original deals were. We were going to have to give up a 2nd-round pick or a 1st-round pick when all push comes to shove the last couple of years. I think we probably wouldn't have signed Locke to a fully guaranteed contract for $5 million if we knew for a fact that we were going to get had a chance for Fields. So I think with that, I'm not completely upset with it. I'm coming from the standpoint of, all right, yes, Justin Fields did get traded to the Steelers for a 6th-round pick, potentially a 4th-round pick, but we would have been in the Daniel Jones situation all over again because salute to Raider Nation. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah.
Exactly. Half for the price of Uncle Rico. I mean, really. A vending machine, it's not even a full snack size of chips, though, Danny. It's vending machine, at the car dealership. Type of chip trade,
right? And it's really crazy about that. And I think from the Giants' perspective of things, it would be the whole Daniel Jones situation from 2022 all over again, having someone on the team for another prove-it deal, and then we're probably not going to take the 5th-year option because he might not have played theoretically. Because the way the Giants are making it sound is Daniel Jones is their guy until they're not the guy. We don't know what's
always been that. I need this fan base to understand that. It's always been, it is Daniel Jones until, they have that saying in finance, good till cancel. The order is good till I tell you to cancel it, right? So It's like Daniel Jones. I need everyone to get this through their heads. Like, let's like maybe just spell this out for the fan base. Daniel Jones will be here next year. He is the starting quarterback. Whether you want to hear that or not, that is what is happening. That is what we have been told. Now, could anything happen and he gets hurt and he's not ready and Drew Lock has to see the field? Sure, of course. But like,
and we're not Daniel Jones homers. I want to
no, we're not. But didn't Joe Shane tell us this? Like,
he has every time, every possible moment. So this is where you all have.
Why are some people shocked though?
Because they don't want to hear that answer when they know the answer. So I just think with Justin Fields, I think at the end of the day, they would have had to turn down the 5th-year option. Let's theoretically say when he comes, if he was to come to the G-Men, we would have had to turn down the 5th-year option and then potentially have the same scenario again. What if he balls and we overpay again? Especially when I don't think this would be Joe Shane's last year as a GM, but you never know on how poorly things have gone with the Giants. You never know. They can go 4-12 and it's a bad 4-12 and they clean complete house and it's just like, here we go again. So I think I also would rather start a clock on a guy that is potentially going to be on the team for 4 to 5 years on that situation. Is DJ done after this year? He is, yes, he had. Is DJ done after this year, even if he has a great year? Well, see, that's where the fun begins. And I think if we were to draft a guy number 6 overall, I think he has a very short leash, and I don't think the leash for him would be able to prove that he would be ready to play the following year and the year after. That's my humble opinion. That's what we did with Eli, even though Eli deserved more time to earn what we got, but this was Pat Shurmur's final make it or break it year for him as well. So he went with Daniel Jones and the unproven commodity of a 6th pick overall. And we saw him play good as a rookie, unfortunately.
Soar. I need a soar count.
Soar count, that's one.
One.
But you get what I'm saying. It's just everything, once your job is in some sort of limbo, expect the unexpected when it comes to certain things. And unfortunately with Daniel Jones, like we've mentioned a billion of times, it's like a broken record. We don't know with him having 2 neck injuries the last couple years and now the knee. So it's in a full like, okay, well, we're going to have to play this through. With Justin Fields, I think that's really what it boils down to. Why invest in another quarterback when you're going to have to go through all of this once again? And I think with Drew Lock, it's a guaranteed 1 year, and it's rip it off like a Band-Aid. So
Drew Lock already pissed me off because he said when he got to, New York, Jersey, that he came to the Jersey. No. It's not called the Jersey. I don't understand. Were you trying to say?
Yeah, I was. Shore? When you texted me that today, I was like, all right, I didn't hear this quote, but
yeah, okay. Like the Jersey. Like I don't. No, we don't.
This is funny. It's really true. Chris, what's up, Chris? Drew Lock equals Daniel Jones with Riz.
Listen, there's a lot of swag in that quarterback room. That you got DeVito, you got Locke, you got Jones. I mean, oh my God! Like, look,
you saw that.
They're so overconfident in their abilities. It's crazy. Here's what I want to know about Justin Fields. You're probably right on why the Giants didn't go for it. And listen, I'm sure there were other teams in the mix, right? And maybe the offers and negotiations were a little different.
That's how bad it must have been.
Than what the Steelers got. But like, are you trying to tell me the Patriots didn't need a quarterback and they could have just given a 6th-round pick? Like, if for that cheap, there's a lot of teams who need a quarterback. So I don't know. Don't you think there were other teams that could have jumped on that other
of course,
than the Steelers?
But once again, the Patriots are sitting pretty right now. Why show your hand when you can either get the likeness of Jalen Daniels or Drake May, and you don't have to worry about is Justin Fields going to be on our team more than next year? I don't
think Justin Fields is getting a bad rap. He was in Chicago,
listen, I agree with you.
Chicago.
Listen, I agree with you. But why would the Patriots sacrifice?
I'm not saying it just had to be the Patriots. I'm saying there were other
I know,
teams.
but I'm just saying the other teams that really need a quarterback are ironically the first three teams.
Because are they going to work out any better than Justin Fields has worked out? You don't know.
Not. We don't know. But
you really don't know. How many quarterbacks have you seen bust? I hope he thrives in Pittsburgh. I really do. Behind Russell Wilson, maybe he needed a year to sit and learn and soak it in a little bit. But I'm not ready to write that kid off. Like, how can you evaluate anybody when they were in Chicago?
It's just simple math. Do you want a quarterback up to 5 years on a rookie contract or a guy on a prove-it deal, and that you're going to either A, have to pay $25 million for that 1 year, or have a completely blow up a contract when you could have the younger rookie quarterback? That's where I think,
understand that, but I'm saying that it wasn't just the Patriots. I'm saying there were other teams. Hi, Rick. Who the fuck is Rick?
He's gone, dickhead.
Okay. I really about had enough. Anyway, I'm saying there were other teams, but from what Chris is saying, looks like he wanted to go to Pittsburgh. I truly hope he thrives, and I hope he gets another shot at it, because I do think he's very, very talented. It's just the Bears set him up for failure right from the beginning. They set him up for failure.
Of course. I make a joke all the time with Rio, which I'm not going to stay on air, but it's not a bad joke, but it's really the last time the Bears had, other than I guess Jay Cutler, the Bears haven't had a quarterback to lead the league in anything since like the 40s and 50s. That's all you need to know of just
Jay Cutler is like one of my favorite, like not my favorite quarterback for quarterback play, but just perpetually like pissed off over everybody, mad at the world. It's my spirit animal. Just over it 24/7.
100%.
But you want to jump into, while we're talking about quarterbacks?
Oh, the whole Russell Wilson
going off with Russell Wilson. So
right. So with Russ, it's just that was another thing. Once again,
playing time.
They told them that you're going to have to be competing with Daniel Jones. And obviously he didn't want to hear that. And that goes to show you, like, all right, I'm going to Pittsburgh. That's really what it boils down to.
They couldn't guarantee the playing time, right? And I understand that. If you're Russell Wilson, who, listen, we don't know. There's rumors of ego problems with him and like being a little toxic in the locker room. I don't know for sure. But I can understand why, if you're a Russell Wilson or any quarterback, they don't want to be a backup. I get that you want to start, but don't be surprised if Drew Lock, Daniel Jones turns into a bigger QB battle this summer at camp than I think everybody's anticipating.
For sure. I honestly, it's going to happen, because I think the style of play what Drew Lock is exactly what Daboll wants in a system.
I think so too.
Opposed to Daniel Jones, yes, he's gonna. The thing with Daniel Jones is he's gonna protect the ball more, where Lock is gonna push the ball more, as you saw when he was with that 1 year with the Broncos. He did lead the league.
Ding? Can I get some sound effects?
Another saw?
Ding, 2. Right. I think we're at 2 or 3.
Okay. It is what it is.
Hey, at least you didn't get called a tranny. So
I know.
We're just tallying. Yeah. You know what? Let's tally all the insults I get in a week.
Don't be like Rick and call Nikki a tranny when we all know.
Don't be like Rick and call me a tranny. Nobody likes Rick.
Yeah, don't be like it, Rick. He was a dick.
Rick the dick.
Anyway, yeah, so I think with that, those were the two things with the quarterback.
By the way, are you upset that Russell Wilson didn't come to New York? Because it seems very split. Some of these people are losing their minds.
Yeah, but see, the thing is with the anti-Daniel Jones is crazily anti-Daniel Jones, and where the Daniel Jones hive is just overly crazy for him as well.
I know.
And
Where's
I
the
think
middle? I feel
I
like
think
we're like the representative of the middle.
everybody is in the middle, and it's just like everything else. It's a loud minority on both sides, where everybody else that I talk to and like have real conversations with are on our side, and there's no like really in between unless you go on X, and it's just like Jesus Christ, man. Like
Oh,
on both sides. I saw someone compare Daniel
great.
Jones to Hitler.
What?
They photoshopped Hitler with Daniel Jones together on X. Like I get it. I get it. You don't like Daniel Jones, but to go there and like say and like put a photo into it is
Not
peak
cool,
internet.
everybody.
It
That
is
is
peak
not.
internet. And then apparently he was at another country music concert, I'm guessing at MSG. Very popular country musician. I'm not a big country guy. Zach Bryan. Is it Zach Bryan? I don't know.
I
But
don't listen to country. I have no clue. Wait, who was at the concert?
Daniel Jones, and he got up on stage once again. This was the guy last year. He was on stage, and the guy chanted "Fly Eagles Fly" at him. You remember that? It's
No.
the same concert, but he was on stage again, singing, and everybody, of course, this is what you. Obviously, I think people are being sarcastic. Obviously, I hope.
Wait, hold on. Back up. They're mad he went to a concert? Is that what you're
Of
trying to
course,
say?
the
Wait, why?
Zach Brown band,
Why?
because he's not supposed to have a life. It's how aren't you supposed to study and do
Oh, give
this?
me a fucking break,
Like, oh, my
people.
quarterback
Give me
wouldn't
a
want that.
break.
But they're clearly being sarcastic, but you don't know that, and it's on both sides. And I've seen people on the Daniel Jones hive say that about other quarterbacks, and it's a common thing. Players can't have lives. We've seen it time and time again. God forbid they have a life. So,
You certainly can't go on boat trips during the playoffs, though.
well, yeah, that's a
That you
different
can't
story.
do.
Right.
But it's the off season, so he can't go to a
Right.
concert.
It was also this year as well, Chris, on Sunday or Saturday when he went. I don't know where the concert was, but
Well, this fan base really just really needs to go outside and touch grass.
oh, okay, Chris. Sorry, I'm not the biggest country guy.
Good thing we got Chris in the audience every week, teaching us what yellow rice is and clarifying the country artist for us. We're gonna have to give him honorary hosting duties because where would we be without Chris, really?
I don't know where I would be without Chris.
Honestly, where would we be? So at the end of the day, you're not upset that we don't have Russell Wilson.
No, I'm not upset with Russell Wilson or Justin Fields as much as if they were on Big Blue, I would root for them and see where they either of them takes us. I just want to win games.
Why? That's what I want to ask you. Why is it so difficult for this fan base to just say?
Because people rather have their narratives to be right.
Why can't you root for whoever the quarterback is to be successful? Don't you want this team to be successful?
It's the weirdest phenomenon for I really want to know if every other team is like this.
So do I. Guys, if you're fans of
I know Rio
let
says
us
that,
know. Is it like this with your
Rio
fan
says yes, but they are also the Commanders. So
all right, those are the Commanders.
I can't I can't take that seriously as well.
No,
and I know the Jets are like that as well because it's New York.
The Jets. I would really love what's a good let's ask a fan base. Baker Mayfield, right? Let's go ask Tampa Bay Buck fans, how do you feel about Baker Mayfield, right?
Right.
I don't know. I mean, he got paid. We did this last week, didn't he get? Or we did this on Blonde Blitz. He got a nice payday, right?
Yeah, no, he did. But it was still less than what Daniel made. So
I understand, but I would like to hear what their fans have to say. Are they so divided, right, on their quarterback? Don't you want him to have a successful season?
See, I think with this I think fans have gotten too smarter for their own fandom, and that anybody can go on a PFF. Just make an example, PFF. If you want to sponsor us, go for it. But you could go on a PFF or StatHead or anything, and you could easily get a subscription. And you literally look at whatever you want to do, and you can twist it and turn it whichever way that fits your narrative. So there isn't that fair and balanced guy. I know a lot of people are, and they try to be, but there's also a lot of
cherry pickers.
There cherry pickers on both sides that are like, see, this is the problem I'm having now. I'm conflicted with JJ McCarthy. Yes, I see JJ McCarthy being that guy. Oh, maybe we get him at 6. Okay, cool. Is it a kind of a reach? Maybe, but he is Captain America. He is Mr. Do-It-All. He's your, oh, I hope my daughter brings him home and he'll be home by 11 o'clock.
He's Captain America.
Yes, he's that American, that photo, that
he looks like
he's that stereotypical white quarterback where he is Captain America.
No, he's not Captain America. He looks like a 10-year-old Power Ranger. No.
That's a good one. But
he looks like an infant, like a child. Like he's got no sex appeal at all whatsoever.
That's good. I'm happy for you to say
he is not on my crush list. He is no Sam Hartman.
Well, maybe if he wins some games, we'll see. What's your thoughts on Penix? See, with Penix, that would be. See, with Penix is the scary thing with Penix is his injury history, which we all know. We'll fine comb it. Everything with him seems to be good. I would love to find a way to get Penix either in the second round. I would be okay with that because I've seen it enough with him. On Jalen Daniels is obviously with Jalen, he's phenomenal. He's that Lamar Jackson type of player where it's just like, holy shit, we got, like, me and Nikki are gonna be like, holy shit, we got our guy that's just gonna be like Super Mario, just running around, just like making plays and just like play awesomely. Yes, maybe he's a little skinny, which is a big scare.
He is.
Like there is a YouTube video of all of Jalen Daniels' hits. So
okay. Careful what you guys YouTube, okay? By the way, just putting it out there. Careful what you YouTube, that's all, and what you Google search, especially when it comes to looking up players or anything to do with the combine. Just a little piece of advice. That's all.
And you're probably right, Chris. And there was the rumor today that we might have to pull up maybe in the first round to get it.
Yeah.
And
are you convinced that they're even taking a quarterback though in the first round at 6?
I mean, they would have to really love JJ McCarthy if everything is what they're saying and the board is what the board is right now. We would have to find a way to move up to get the guy we want.
Well, they should. If it's their guy, like we always say, they should. But I'm asking you, what's your prediction? They go quarterback or no?
I just hope they don't push the issue.
Okay, way to not.
No, but I'm gonna answer it. I think them feeling the pressure, and Dable being such a good / cocky coach, he can be like, I can groom this player to being my guy. And if it's Dable banging the table on him, this is my quote unquote, this could be my year. Give me my guy. I will prove to you that I could take us to where he wants to be.
Okay, but that's a given. If it's your guy, you get your guy. Do you think that they draft a quarterback?
I just said
you
yes.
think yes. Okay, so just outright say yes.
I think at the end of the day, there's just too much smoke. There's just too much smoke for us not to get a quarterback. Will he be like Gettleman? Will he be like Jerry Reese, showing his hand way too much? And then we have
Gettleman was just so bad.
Gettleman, Reese did it too. They all show their hands when it's just like, oh my God, we have a shot to get Devontae Smith. Oh, okay, the Eagles trade up to get him, where we still have Parsons there and Slater there. Oh, let's trade back because we have to get Kadarius Toney. We did the same thing We did the same
Have
thing.
to get Kadarius Toney. See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. You just kind of think about all the draft picks.
And it's the same thing with Eli Apple. It's the same thing with Eli Apple with Jerry Reese.
We hate Eli Apple. So I don't think they're going to go quarterback. So we'll see which one of us.
So you're thinking Rome Odunze or Neighbors will hopefully be there. And I will be just as pumped. And if we're in the same room together, we're going to high five and do everything together. I just want the Giants to be a better football team.
Really?
I'm
At the end
tired,
of the day, that's all we want.
I'm tired of having to watch this team from the first snap to the last snap of every game and just over analyzing everything. And I am obviously tired of it, just like everybody else.
Oh, I don't overanalyze it. I just am pissed off from start to finish.
Right. And I'm like that too. And we all know, you and me, compartmentalize it differently. But at the end of the day, we're still very pissed about the Giants more times than not.
Raider Ryan, you should be very excited. You guys got yourself a hell of a head coach over there. Antonio Pierce. Listen, I think the Raiders they got a really young, talented team, and AP had that team prepared. So I think if you're a Raiders fan, you kind of have to be excited. But I mean, thinking about the Giants, are you more, less, or equal to excited this year as you were last year? Like going into this time last
you're absolutely out of your mind if you think you're just as excited as last year. Last year was like year 2 under Dabes. He won Coach of the Year. We won a playoff game. Let's just keep on building. We gotta go. We think Joe Shane knows what he's doing, and we hope to God we have the quarterback, and we have another year of Saquon. Let's keep on building. We can open up another year with Daboll's.
Oh, you're saying this is how you felt this time last year,
right? Opposed to this year, it's the guessing game. All right, all these guys on our team are key contributors to this team. Is either A, gone, or B, we don't know retirement wise offensively. And then McKinney on defense, where it's just like we know that the Eagles and Cowboys are still head and shoulders above us, even though the Eagles took a step back and the Cowboys just do cowboy things once the playoffs start. We're still
being awfully quiet.
So. Yeah, it's very weird. So with the we're still neck and neck with the Commanders being third place team, where the Commanders are sitting pretty that they could get their quarterback for the future, where we have for a better lack of word, and I'm sorry if you have a kid listening to the show, we have our dicks in our hands where we don't know what we want to do.
Nobody's kid should listen to this show, by the way.
But we have our dicks in our hands and just like, oh, what are we going to do? Oh no, we're spazzing.
But they always do. Do they not? Right. They always do. That's the problem, guys. They always, every year, right? Every year, it's like we're fumbling around trying to figure out like what to do. Like, how do you make headway in this division? It's the same shit year after year after year, with the exception of obviously there's a few.
They said a couple weeks. And obviously we could have used the cap money. That was another topic we didn't get to. Andrew Thomas is unfortunately going to have to restructure. I know cap space in the NFL is fake anyway. It's a fake number. So there's restructuring all the time, and we can get another.
I don't even think the Eagles have it. They just print money over there.
Oh, I'm fully convinced he's going to go to Odell is definitely going to go to the Eagles. I feel it in my bones.
Oh, OBJ to the Eagles too?
He's a post-June cut, and he already said goodbye to the Ravens. I could see Saquon, hey, Odell, let's go get another ring with the Eagles, and let's do it, man. I could see it.
How much did it hurt for you that picture you sent me of Saquon looking at his Eagles jersey? Man, much as the professional side of us says,
professional, I'm not professional.
We understand, go get your money, this, that, everything else. But seeing that picture was really disgusting. Things that make you
man, it's just like I tweeted
Salt in the wound, man.
That's what I tweeted. I was like, oh, when Nick looks at something she doesn't like to eat. And it's just like Just like heavenly.
It hurts to see Saquon looking at his Eagles jersey.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm with you, Joe. Eagles can have Odell. I just
see. I'm an Odell stand, and he should still been on the Giants. But obviously,
I like him too. But I mean,
so let's think about it. Since his trade, he's been on the Browns, Rams,
right. Ravens.
So this is going to be his fourth team since the Giants. So
well, he just never.
I think if his
ended up being what we thought he would be or could be.
If his knee didn't pop in the Super Bowl, he would have won MVP.
Well, we'll see what happens there. All right, Darius. I know you guys are waiting with bated breath.
Honestly, there's 40 people. There's 40 people watching either on X or on YouTube. I appreciate you. Just keep on telling us about our show. It's slowly growing. I'm really proud about it. Thank you, Nikki, for putting up with me every week. I know I'm not the easiest person to deal with, especially on how hyper focused I am about the Giants. So I thank you for that.
Thank God I have Blonde Blitz where I could talk about other shit other than the Giants. No, I'm just kidding. I enjoy doing this show with you. We like that we get to just talk about the Giants all the time. But Danny, the people want dinner and dessert right now.
So it's St. Patrick's Day, Nikki. We got to give people what they want. Nikki, did you have corned beef and cabbage yesterday?
No. I had a couple pieces of grilled chicken.
Oh, very Erin go bra for you. Very happy St. Patrick's Day for you.
So I'm half Irish.
I'm half Irish, half Italian as well. I cater more to the Italian side, but my last name.
Pizza's your favorite food. You eat pizza like I don't know. You'll never ever see a pizza.
It's funny.
Place.
I have the Irish last name, but
you do have the Irish last name.
But I am 100% more caring about my Italian heritage and roots than my Irish heritage and roots. It's just what it is, what I grew up with.
Whose side is where? Who's half and half?
Obviously my dad's 100% Irish, and my mom's 100% Italian. And I think why I'm more proud to be Italian is because my Italian grandparents came over to this country. So I think it was more of a prideful thing, and we still have the Italian roots. And my wife is 100% Italian, so my sons are 75% Italian. So I basically grew up being in an Italian household. So
all right, now that we've all given our nationalities, I'm half Irish, half Italian, a little bit of Czechoslovakian, and I think that's it.
I see the Czech. That's why you're blonde. I get it.
That's why I'm blonde. Really a brunette, but that's okay. Chris made braised corned beef, cabbage, potatoes, and carrots yesterday at work.
Man, I can imagine the smelly farts that your locker room or your hangout fire. You get so much gas eating corned beef and cabbage. It's like disgusting how much gas. Okay. So bunch of dudes eating that. It's proven fact. And I can't imagine the amount of men that Chris worked with, and the amount of corned beef and cabbage they had. Oh my God, I
don't want to be in that locker room, like at all. But I don't eat corned beef. But go ahead. Yeah. So I had chicken. I had grilled chicken, and I assume you had like something similar. The whole deal. Everybody had cabbage. It looks like, and corned beef.
No, I didn't. I don't like cabbage either. Cabbage is gross. So yeah, I had the corned beef and cabbage. It was only 6 of you. Oh, okay. Still deadly.
Wait, you had corned beef and cabbage, but you just ate the corned beef because you don't like cabbage?
Right. It's not together. My mom makes it separately, so you can pick.
How do you make the corned beef? What does everybody do? I don't like. What do you do?
Basically, what Chris said, made it braised, so you just have it chilling in a pot and slow cook for X amount of hours. And people put beer and seasoning and everything in it, like it. So it's one of those slow and low kind of things, and it just takes all day to make. I love my wife makes awesome Irish soda bread. I love Irish soda bread.
No, that shit is so nasty. Who the fuck eats Irish soda bread?
Right here, I love it.
So gross.
If it's done right, my wife makes it like in a scone kind of way. So it's more of like a cake thing, not really bread. So it's pretty good.
No, it's not good at all.
Once again, I just think like Joe said, beer makes everything
better. So you put beer in the corned beef? Is that what you do?
Yeah, some people do it and just
Is that what you guys do?
Yes.
So what kind of beer do you use?
Whatever we have in the house.
What'd you have in the house?
I think I had Miller Lite. We had Miller Lite.
Ew.
What?
Miller Lite's disgusting. First of all, beer is nasty. I don't like beer.
Okay.
I don't drink beer.
I know.
No, because even when you're underage and you go out drinking.
So you got stupidly drunk and you never drink beer again?
No, not even that. I wouldn't even touch the shit. So I would bring my vodka to the woods, and then my friends would call me like snotty and stuck up and like bougie because I couldn't just drink beer like a normal person.
Where's Rick to make fun of you right now? Rick, come back. All jokes aside, yeah, you're definitely that girl. I know. I used to have to pay for girls like you all the time.
Wait. Pay for girls like me. What does that mean?
Like when we would also have to ring up to get beer, little weekly beer, there was always a group of girls. Oh, we're not drinking that. Can you get us like Kettle or Goose and stuff? And I'd be like, oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah. So I would always just.
I love Bud Light too, but yeah.
I've always just been like a vodka person. Okay, so do you do mashed potatoes with this? Do you do cabbage? So you do corned beef, cabbage, and what? Like that's all you do? You just ate meat? Is that how this goes?
Oh yeah, basically. And I have it with the mustard and rye bread and everything else like that.
So you make a sandwich, is what you're saying?
I personally do.
So what does everybody else do?
They either eat it with the corned beef or they have it with the cabbage and they just mix it up, and they have a baked potato and they boil that as well. So
wait, boiled baked potatoes?
Yeah, that's how you make yeah, they boil the baked the well, obviously that sounds funny.
I was like, how do you
boil
a baked potato?
Boil the full potato as well. So
all right, so you just made a corned beef sandwich. At the end of the day, all this is you made a corned beef sandwich. All right,
yeah, basically.
So since the Irish bread was more like cake, was that dessert or did you guys have some like cupcakes or cookies?
This week I think we just did the usual we just had like cookies and cake. It was small.
St. Patrick's Day cake?
No, we just chilled about it. So
you what?
I said we just had regular dessert. It wasn't anything
but no, I want to know what kind of cake did you have? This is dinner and dessert. But people are obviously not going to get it from me. So
it was just your basic vanilla cake with vanilla frosting. With
from where? Bakery or homemade?
Yeah, it was from the bakery this week.
And so you did cake and cookies from the bakery for dessert.
Yep.
All right, let me ask you, because I too grew up in an Italian house. So when you do dessert, you always serve coffee with it, right?
Coffee. Say that one more time.
You serve coffee with it?
Normally whoever wants coffee, they'll have it. Yeah.
Did you do that yesterday?
I personally didn't have coffee, but everybody else did.
Okay. Because you've been having coffee though.
Yeah, it's only on Mondays and Wednesdays because I know it's going to be a long night prepping for podcasting.
All right. Well, sounds like you guys had fun. Was the whole family over last night or just you guys?
Everybody but my grandma. So
no grandma. Okay. She couldn't make it?
Yeah, she had other plans. She went to my cousin's house. So
what is Proper 12 and ginger ale? What is that?
Proper 12 is the Irish whiskey that Conor McGregor helps promote.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about dinner tonight. Guess what I had? A couple pieces of grilled chicken.
There you go. That's why
I drank. So I drank all day. So here, you know what I've been getting a lot of requests for? People want me to do a drink count on social media. And so the past 2 days, I started to like document my drinks, and then I forget like halfway through the day, and I've missed like a bunch of drinks. So I'm really trying to like do the drink count for everybody.
Wow.
How many drinks do you think I drink in a day?
Let's see.
Over under.
Around under 12.
Yeah, probably. Do these count? Like, would I put my like these count? Right?
All right. For example, with
These
that,
count?
I'm assuming it's water. How many times do you refill that?
It is not. It is just iced green tea.
Okay. All right, but let's say you have a water bottle.
So I'll fill this like probably 4 or 5 times tonight by the time I go to bed.
All right, there you go.
Plus I drink all day, plus all my coffee, plus all my smoothies.
But do smoothies technically count?
Yeah, of course.
That's cheating. I think that's cheating. Because it's like a meal substitute.
It's not a meal substitute.
It is though, because you're having full.
It's a drink. Okay. You drink it, no?
Yeah, you're roundabout right, but I think it's also a food substitute. So I don't know.
I don't know that it's a substitute. I mean, how full do you get on a smoothie? It's not like it's going to hold you for 12 hours. Like right. Maybe like a little bit.
You're the smoothie pro, so I
the smoothie queen. It holds you for a little bit. I still think it's more of a drink than like a meal supplement.
Okay.
All right. So what did you have for dinner tonight?
It's not one of my favorites, but my mom made it good tonight. A meatloaf.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, I knew
that. Oh God, no. Fuck no on the meatloaf. I do not fuck with meatloaf. Mom, I'm sorry. If she's listening to this, she knows we still give her a hard time. My mom, like, apparently her meatloaf is better now. My little sister tells me that, but none of us will try it because we were traumatized. I do not fuck with meatloaf in no way, shape, or form. Nope, never, not doing it.
Right.
No.
I hear you.
What? Yeah, it's disgusting, right? Just say it. You could say it. Your family's
No, it's not my favorite. Yeah, it's just.
What'd you have with it? Sweet potatoes?
Carrots and asparagus, and she made the leftover potatoes from yesterday. She mashed them up.
So. Leftover boiled potatoes?
But she like smashed it up and then recooked it.
So. Repurposed. You guys repurpose a lot of potatoes.
Yeah, because we spend a lot of money. Groceries aren't cheap, as you know. So.
Oh, I know. And there's like 6 of you over there, right?
Right.
Plus Sunday, the whole family comes.
Right.
You gotta charge people. You gotta be like, listen, $5 for Sunday dinner. Like,
right.
Do you guys provide alcohol too?
Only if they want. It's really low key. It's really my grandma, my 2 kids, my parents, and my brother. So it's not really the most party hopping situation, you know.
Wow. All right. So dinner tonight, like, not great. So you definitely had dessert.
I didn't have one yet, but
you will. I feel like you will tonight.
Possibly. I have to get up early tomorrow for an audit, so I kind of shouldn't.
You shouldn't have dessert, but I feel like you're going to. So do you have leftover cake? Is that what you're going to go for?
Maybe. I think.
I see you thinking about it.
Might go chocolate chips. My mom got awesome chocolate chips yesterday. Chocolate chips.
Here we go with the cookies again. So back on the cookies.
Right. So Fred Flintstone will be happy to know that I had chocolate chip cookies.
So you can keep track of your insults this week too. Listen, the score is 1 to like 500, so don't worry. I'm winning. I'm winning. Okay, don't worry.
You got a comfortable lead. So
I got a way comfortable lead. You got a lot of catching up to do. Well, I will be in Atlantic City for work, so you know how that goes with conference, trying to find something to eat. However,
so that means we're gonna get under 2 or 3 hostage videos.
So I think I'll be okay like dinner time because there's good restaurants, but it's like during the day that's tough because you're in the conference, you're on the expo floor, you're trying to find something to eat. The coffee's shitty. You got to go in and out, like walk all the way to the Starbucks, which is kind of far from where I need to be. So, yeah, we'll see. I just, conferences are tough when it comes to trying to find something to eat. So, and everybody just has shitty candy out at their booth. So it's like not great.
I'm slowly planning a fun show for Deb this week. Since you're not in, we're going to be getting representatives from the whole NFC conference, so we're still ironing out what's going on.
So now you're doing a panel. Cool. Awesome. I've only suggested that for a year.
You're still going to have panels. It was just easier to.
Cool.
But you had a fun show with me last week. It was a spur of the moment.
Awesome. I've only suggested panels for like a year, but
I know.
Cool, everybody. Good job. Are you all stealing my panel friends too?
One.
Oh, who?
Maybe Courtney.
Oh, okay.
Wow, you don't seem that enthused. But yeah, we'll see. We know we're gonna be doing panels and stuff.
How do you prepare your grilled chicken? Do you marinate it, season it? Yes.
She's boring as fuck, and she just seasons it, and that's
No, I don't. I actually do marinate it. Thank you. Could you let me like tell the people how I make my chicken? You go to the store, you buy those like chicken tenders, they're already cut. They're not breaded or anything. I don't like the breading. So I marinate it, and like I don't know. I have a multitude of marinade dressings in my fridge, and I marinate it, season it, let it sit, and then you pop it on the grill. It's just that I don't make any sides really. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like today was super busy, so I just ate like 4 of the grilled chicken tenders, and that was it. I'll probably have some popcorn while I'm doing clips later.
Awesome.
Oh my god, but I haven't packed yet.
Well, I'm sure they'll be.
Everybody, I guess it better go so they can prepare for their big NFC panel on Blonde Blitz.
I know.
And I will see you all the week after.
No, be sure to check us out on TNL_NYG on all your socials. We'll have, of course, Nikki Nick 9384 with all her hostage videos, and of course DB Han on X for me. Until next time, we will see you next week. We might have a scheduling change for Thunder and Lightning and Blonde Blitz. We will sure to let everybody know if that happens.
That is only because we have a very, very
I'm still waiting for confirmation, but
possibly a very big guest coming on.
Yes, I'm trying to get a confirmation. Hopefully they are still able to make it happen. So until next time, thank you for everybody to watch. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're watching on X, thank you for watching on X, and please make sure to follow all of us. Until next time, let's go Giants, and see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Later, guys.